he was married, but because he was 20 years older than she, and people were really scandalized by that. I don't know why that should make a difference. Anyway, he wrote this song for Peggy Seeger, and of course when that hit the rumor mill, everybody went nuts. So he walked it back and said, "No, wait a minute, you don't understand. She had a project coming up and she needed a song. So I wrote this for her to use in her project." People bought that for the most part. Even his wife bought it. Ultimately, she ended up, his wife ended up throwing him out. And he did marry Peggy Seeger. And they stayed married until his death when he was in his late 80s. The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the empty skies. The first time ever I kissed your mouth, I felt the earth move in my hands, like the trembling heart of a captive bird that was there at my command. The first time ever I lay with you and felt your heartbeat so close to mine. I thought my joy would fill the world and would last till the end of time. The first time ever I saw your face, your face, your face, your face. your face.
Lovely. Beautiful, Snake.
Well, that's a song about a relationship that worked. This is a song about a relationship that didn't work. Written in 1964 by Tom Paxton. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made of sand, made of sand. In the wink of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will it be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better. Didn't mean to be unkind. That was the last thing on my mind. You've got a reason aplenty for going. This I know. This I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go. Please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better. Didn't mean to be unkind. That was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you. Every song in my breast dies a borning. Without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I should have loved you better. Didn't mean to be unkind. That was the last thing on my mind. That was the last thing on my mind.
Nice.
Beautifully done.
Thank you.
Great job, Snake. Thanks. Two beautiful songs. Okay, so Bunny is here, but we're going to move her down so she has time to set up. So the next performer is going to be Dan Kiely, and following Dan will be Ergo Canto. So Dan, you can unmute yourself and go ahead.
I think I'm unmuted, right?
You are.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. I'm still getting used to saying 23, but I'll get it eventually. I noticed I keep a list of songs I do, so I try to remember so I don't repeat things. And I realized I've done like 95 or so % original ones, so I thought I would do a couple covers tonight. So many good covers. First song I'll do is as a Bob Dylan cover. I like all of his music, especially his early stuff, but and then I guess I call this sort of a middle album, Blood on the Tracks. And of course, I remember the album. I think it was probably the last song on the second side, Buckets of Rain. That album was pretty much done in open tuning, probably an E tuning. I used to do it in a D and cable up to an E, but I've worked out an arrangement of this song in standard tuning, so it's a little different. But let me start with that one. So here's my version in open tuning of Buckets of Rain. And just going to check my strings here to make sure I'm okay, since I just put a new set of strings on about an hour ago. And as you know, they misbehave. Anyway, Buckets of Rain. Buckets of rain, buckets of tears. Got all them buckets coming out of my ears. Buckets of moonbeams in my hand. You got all the love, honey baby, I can stand. I've been meek and hard like an oak. I've seen pretty people disappear like smoke. Friends will arrive, friends will disappear. If you want me, honey baby, I'll be here. I like your smile and your fingertips. I like the way you move your hips. Like the cool way you look at me. Everything about you is bringing me misery. Little red wagon, little red bike. Ain't no monkey, but I know what I like. I like the way you love me, strong and slow. Taking you with me, honey baby, when I go. Life is sad, life's a bust. All you can do is do what you must. You do what you must do, and you do it well. Do it for you, honey, baby, can't you tell? Do it for you, honey, baby, can't you tell? Thank you. All right. Make sure I'm in tune here, since I'm sure these strings have popped out a little bit. Well, here's a song by a sort of a sad story about a musician that I guess the drugs got the better of him, and he only lasted, I guess he was probably in his late 30s or maybe early 40s when he died. Last name of Earl. And it is called Christchurch Woman. And the way I understand it is he was in Sydney, Australia, and just hanging and so forth. And it's a rainy day, and he met this woman he sort of became smitten with and so forth. And I guess the long and the short of it is he got stood up, but he got a song out of it. And it's called Christchurch Woman. And my version goes like this. I was doing alright, laying in and laying low. I was wasting my night, calling in my favorite songs on the local radio. I was standing by the window, I was staring down into the streets. Just then the lightning flashed, thunder rolled and the telephone rang. I'm waiting on a Christchurch woman in the rain. Yeah, the rain keep coming, but it ain't enough to cover the pain. I've always been a fool for a conversation and a couple of smokes. When I'm feeling this blue, I just need someone to laugh at my jokes. I'm waiting on a Christchurch woman in the rain. And it's early in the evening, so there's hope for a better day. Now I know it's getting late. It's Friday night and the crowds are starting to fade away. And I know I shouldn't be here waiting on her, but I keep on thinking any second she'll be coming around the corner. And I should be in my room. Man, I should learn to forget. Well, she may be pretty, but someday I'll be sick of her shit. I'm waiting on a Christchurch woman in the rain. Yeah, the rain keep coming, but it ain't enough to cover the pain. I'm waiting on a Christchurch woman in the rain. And it's early in the evening, so there's hope for a better day. Thank you.
Yeah, nice one. Nice too, actually. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. I always felt sorry for him. He lived sort of a tough life, and I like his dad a lot, Steve Earle. He's a great guy as well. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Okay. Okay, up next is Ergo Canto, and following them will be Charlie Ortolani and maybe Melissa. So go ahead, Paul, unmute yourself.
I think I just did I? Can you hear?
You did. You're fine.
Is that audible too?
That's good.
Okay. For our first song, this is, we noted that just the last few days, we lost Ian Tyson of Ian and Sylvia. And in addition to writing some great songs himself, such as Four Strong Winds, he also introduced the world to a lot of good songs, and this was one of them, written by Steve Gillette and a second guy whose name I can never remember. Difference is I've met Steve Gillette, and the other guy I've never met. But it's called Darcy Farrow, and the name Darcy as actually Steve Gillette's kid sister. And she didn't die in falling off a horse. She just got kicked by a horse and inspired the song. Whoops, I missed it. Where the walker runs down to the Carson Valley Plain, there lived a maiden, Darcy Farrow was her name, the daughter of old Dundee, and a fair one was she, and the sweetest flower that bloomed o'er the rain. Her voice was sweet as the sugar candy. Her touch was soft as a bed of goose down. Her eyes shone bright like the pretty lights that shine in the night out of Yarrington town. She was courted by young Vandermeer, quite handsome was he, so I hear. He brought her silver rings and lacy things, and they promised to wed before the snows fell that year. But her pony he did stumble and she did fall. Her dying touched the hearts of us one and all. Young Dandy in his pain put a bullet through his brain, and we buried them together as the snows began to fall. They sing of Darcy Farrow where the Truckee runs through. They sing of her beauty in Virginia City too. At dusty sundown to her name they'll drink around. And to young Vandy whose love was true, where the Walker runs down to the Carson Valley Plain, there lived maiden Darcy Farrow was her name, the daughter of old Dundee, and a fair one was she, and the sweetest flower that bloomed o'er the rain. And second is an original. Oops, I've already got a pick there. I don't need another one. An original that I wrote. And then
We argued over, but you got all the words.
I got all the words, yeah. And then she wanted to change pieces of it, so it's changed a lot. But this, a little, here and there.
Really?
But in any event, this was written to a songwriters challenge at the what's it, Groton Open Mic? What's her name, Ryan? You remember?
I remember her, but not the name.
I'm blanking on a name. That's terrible. I'm getting old. Anyway, the challenge was never run with scissors, and so with more brilliance of insight, the song's called "Never Run with Scissors." Gail Picard is the one who had the challenge. Sorry. Okay. I hope you don't mind if I write you this letter, been sifting through old times again. And thank you again for the gift of the sweater. I'll wear it when winter blusters in. It was quite the surprise, and I can't help but thinking we never did birthdays before. We were always just there, and I guess that was then, but at least we don't fight anymore. You know how it goes, never run with scissors, you fall and get hurt, but we never learn. You know how it goes, you should not play with fire, fire doesn't care who it burns. Paper and ink is the right way to do this. It gives you more time to reflect. And time's all you've got when you're chipping away at the memories you try to protect. Remember the notes we would leave for each other to find in the strangest of ways. We knew what to say when we were together. Those were halcyon days. You know how it goes, never run with scissors, you fall and get hurt. We never learn, you know how it goes. You should not play with fire, fire doesn't care who it burns. Hope you don't mind that I wrote you this letter. It's all that I think I can ask. I have my ups and downs, and I hope yours are better. We never could live in the past. And with 3 on a match, we ran out of magic when nothing was left but desire. We were running playing in traffic and dancing too close to the fire. You know how it goes, never run with scissors, you fall and get hurt. We never learn, you know how it goes. You should not play with fire, fire doesn't care who it burns.
Nice.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Dan.
Yeah, I had to switch to a different computer for a little while because my other one lost its network connection.
You look better.
Hmm?
You look better.
A little more pink over here, I think.
Just kidding.
That's nice and healthy.
Let's see. Anyway, so I'm going to try switching back during the next set, so I may go away for a little while again. So, but coming up next is Charlie Ortolani and Melissa, if she is here, and then following them will be Joanna Katzen. So, Charlie, you can go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. Okay, maybe these two. Way out here, working on the docks, everyone sees the long day through. Where would I be without the nights and the phones and the chance just to talk with you? Oh, what'll I do now? Yeah, yeah. 1,000 miles away. What I wouldn't give for only one night, a little relief inside. Someday when time weren't so tight, when the day goes down on the water town, and the sun sinks low all around, it's when I know I need you now. Yeah, you're what I miss. Every little kiss, every little one, every little one. Everyone hears a number, not a name. I guess that's alright with me. Here I sit after a long day, in the absence of company. Oh, I let my mind wander 1,000 miles away. What I wouldn't do for only one night, a little relief inside. Someday when the times weren't so tight, when the day goes down on the water town, and the sun sinks low all around. So when I know I need you now, yeah, you're what I miss. Every little kiss, every little one, every little one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Someday when times weren't so tight, when the day goes down on the water town, and the sun sinks low all around, that's when I know I need you yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Woo! Nice guitar.
Thank you. Thanks. Let's see another one. There are a lot of people here who know a lot of songs. Sometimes when you're told pick one or two, it's like, I don't know anything. But I gotta do it. I don't know how to choose from this list. Anyway, this was always a fun one for me to play with my former singing partner, Jerry Ryan. See if I can pull through it. Did they get through it? I'm sorry, just it's the warm up. We'll do one. Love-struck Romeo sings the streets a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Finds a convenient street light, steps out of the shade, says something about you and me, babe, how about it? Juliet say, hey, there's Romeo. Nearly gave me a heart attack. You're underneath the window. Hey, now my boyfriend's back. But you come around here, sleeping up with people like that. Anyway, what you gonna do about it? Juliet, we made love, you used to cry. Said I love you like the stars above, I love you till I die. There's a place for us. You know the movie song. When you're gonna realize that's just that the time was wrong, Juliet. Grew up on different streets. Both streets were made of shame. Both dirty, both blue. But the dream was just the same. I dreamed a dream for you. Now your dream is real. How can you look at me like I was just another one of your deals? You can call for chains of silver, call for chains of gold, call for big strangers and the promises they hold. You promised me everything. You promised me thick and thin. I say, hey, there's Romeo. You know, I used to have a scene with him. Juliet, dice was loaded from the start, and I bet you exploded in my heart. There's a place for us. You know the movie song. When you're gonna realize it's just the time was wrong, Juliet. Can't do the talk like the talk on the TV. I can't do a love song the way it was meant to be. I can't do anything, I'll do anything for you. Can't do anything except be in love with you. All I do is kiss you the way we used to be. All I do is keep the beat and rock and roll company. is kiss you through the bars of Orion. I'll do the stars for you anytime. Juliet was loaded from the start, and I bet you exploded in my heart. There's a place for us. You know the movie song. When you're gonna realize it's just that the time was wrong, Juliet. Oh boy. Love struck Romeo, since the streets of serenade, laying everybody low, the love song that he made. West corner, he steps out of the shade, says something like, you and me, babe, how about it? How about it? You and me, babe, how about I know I should. I think to myself, you don't want to do that one. Anyway,
Oh, it sounded great, Charlie.
I only got one of the licks right in the entire song. It comes up about 12 times. I got one of them right.
But the others were like 95% there.
Well, anyway, thank you all. It's nice to see you and hear you.
Yep, it's good to see you. So no Melissa tonight?
Always wonderful to see you and hear you.
Okay, well, give her our best.
I will definitely do
Or
that.
if she can hear us. Okay, thanks, Charlie. So up next is going to be Joanna Katzen, and following Joanna will be Bunny Barnes. So go ahead, Joanna.
Okay, let me just change my view because I hate playing to myself. I have enough playing by myself. Well, it's New Year, like you guys need me to tell you that. And I'm always struck by the cycle of time and how the older we get, the more quickly it goes by, and the older we get, the more friends we seem to lose. So I'd like to dedicate this next song to anybody who's lost a friend recently. I mean, we all lose friends and family. There's nobody who hasn't. This is called A Place Right Next to Me. And just to let you know, so it doesn't sound so strange, when I was growing up, my mom used to always say when she didn't want us to bother her, she'd pour a cup of coffee and she'd say, I'm just going to have a quiet cup of coffee now. That meant, leave me alone till I'm done. Of coffee warms my hands as the wind rustles taffeta among the autumn leaves. The green of the garden softly calms me, but your place is empty by my side. Summer passed while I was somewhere else, but the fall of time is so sublime, it speaks out for itself. I sit in the garden that we built with our love, but your place is empty by my side. And I don't know where we go from here, or just how long we've left the light to see. But wherever I will go, wherever I will be, I'll save for you a place right next to me. I don't know why fate chose to deal this hand. I only know so many things I'll never understand, but this time is ours, and the choice, it is so clear. It's for life and the living and the poet and the song. So take my hand and let me lead you on through the autumn and the winter, though I know they seem so long, till once again comes the spring and you will sit with me, and a quiet cup of coffee will warm our hands. With a quiet cup of coffee to warm our hands. And I don't know where we go from here, or just how long we've left the light to see. But wherever I will go, wherever I will be, I'll save for you a place right next to me. I will save for you a place right next to me.
Nice one.
You're lovely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And this next one is a Cheryl Wheeler song. She's been having a hard time of it lately. We all know Cheryl Wheeler, right? Yeah. So this is a song called Further and Further Away. When I sing it farther and farther away. And you'll find out at the end, because the way I do it at the end doesn't work with the word further. Oh, that does not sound good. Well, I can see the place where I came from. I can hear those sounds right now. I can find the paths I used to run and believe I still know how. And then I shake my head, clearing my vision. I keep those scenes at bay, and I can feel the place where I come from, slipping farther and farther away. And I can feel the way I used to feel when the world was small and green, and you sang a song of soft appeal, and it curled into my dream. And then I shake my head, clearing my vision. I keep those scenes at bay, and I can feel the keeps moving faster and faster. I'm not losing track. I'm afraid that something's forgotten, so I keep looking back. I can hear the songs you used to sing. I can swear I won't let go. You were strong and you knew everything. That was all I had to know. And then I shake my head, clearing my vision. I keep those scenes at bay, and I can hear the songs you used to sing, slipping farther and farther away. I can hear the songs you used to sing, slipping farther and farther away, slipping far.
Beautiful job doing that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
beautiful.
Very nice, Julia. Thank you. And Happy New Year, everybody. After those two wonderful uplifting songs.
Okay, thank you, Joanna. So up next is going to be Bunny Barnes, and following Bunny will be Tom Maynard. So Bunny, you are unmuted. Go ahead.
Howdy, I don't know how my sound sounds. Is that my overloading or? So beautiful, Joanna. Lovely tunes. Oh my gosh. Very heart. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about what to play, and then I thought, you know what? I'm not going to get a chance to play these tunes until next year. So I decided to play them tonight. This first one is a medley of two short tunes. The first is the old traditional Scottish version of Auld Lang Syne, which you don't hear very often unless you're from Scotland. It's still heard in many old Scottish communities. And the second part of it is a tune from 1872, a poem set to music by Gustav Holst, called In the Bleak Midwinter, which I think many of us are in. Around here, it's not so bad right now, but I think up north it really is pretty bleak. traditional Old Lang Syne.
Wow.
That's just gorgeous, Bunny.
So as I said, you don't get a chance to play these things from year to year. So I wanted to play you the known version. Let me just make sure I'm in tune. The known version of Old Lang Syne. My arrangement, though. If I can get through it. I didn't do so well New Year's Eve on my gig. I'll try it again. Happy New Year, Al.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yay.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Wow, Don. Woo!
Impressive.
Happy New Year.
Just gorgeous.
Yeah, great job.
Thank you
Gorgeous
so
job,
much.
Bunny. Thank you. Okay. Thanks, Bunny. Up next is Tom Maynard. And then following Tom will be Ron Israel. So, Tom, go ahead since you are unmuted.
Thank you, Dan. Man, What a great night of music so far. Whoa. I'm going to do a couple originals. This is an older song of mine. It's about the Knox mine disaster back in 1959. That's what is that now? That's like 64 years ago. During the January thaw, there was the Susquehanna River was full of ice and overflowing with floodwaters, and because the owners of the Knox mine decided that they were going to ignore the law, which was to stop at a certain distance from the floor of the river, the bed of the river. They actually dug within 6 feet of it, and with the weight of the water and the ice, the roof of the mine collapsed, and it flooded the mines in the region. It actually shut down mining in the area. On that day, there were 87 men who went down into the mine, and miraculously, all but 12 were able to escape the flood. So this is called Hole in the Susquehanna. There's a hole in the Susquehanna, and the water keeps pouring down. 81 men went into the dark, and 12 never have been found. 81 men went into the dark, and 12 never have been found. The Pittston scene was tapped out, but those bastards wanted more. They saw the stop line as ink on a map. Within 6 feet of the river they bore. There's a hole in the Susquehanna, and the water keeps pouring in. Icy cold and black as the coal to drown the greed of men. Icy cold and black as the coal to drown the greed of men. The river swelled, it was more than the roof could withstand. And warning it groaned, then thundering fell. It was a race between water and man. There's a hole in the Susquehanna, it's making a thundering sound. It seems to herald the end of the world, deafening those below ground. It seems to herald the end of the world, deafening those below ground. On the river slope 3, the flood did fire, while 3 others were caught unaware. The Mayshaft men waited water chest high, till the cages carried them to the air. There's a hole in the Susquehanna, pulling the river through, drowning the Knox and its neighboring mines, to remind us that payment's due. cars in stock, hay bales and rock, disappearing as though they're new. Rail cars in stock, hay bales and rock, disappearing as though they're new. 11 million gallons of river's blood through a whirlpool poured untamed. It took 3 days to temper the flood before men its rage overcame. There's a hole in the Susquehanna, and the water keeps pouring down. 81 men went into the dark, and 12 never have been found. 81 men went into the dark, and 12 never have been found. And this next one is it's a newer song. I don't know how much more to say about it. It's called Let's Pretend. Let's pretend that we've just met, and we're first feeling that spark. 40 years haven't swiftly flown past. Let's pretend. Let's imagine we've yet to taste kisses, and in the trembling dark, we're swept away, our hearts beating fast. Let's pretend. And our hearts unbroken will never need mending, so innocent and free. And the miles and the years and the smiles and the tears have not yet come to be. Have not yet come to be. Let's pretend that I haven't hurt you in all of those little ways. You still look at me with your shining eyes. Let's pretend. Let's imagine that all of our choices all added up to say that we live in a world where regrets cause no sighs. Let's pretend. And our hearts unbroken will never need mending, so innocent and free. And the miles and the years and the smiles and the tears have not yet come to be. Have not yet come to be. have transformed to an even greater love, and we don't have to pretend. No, we don't have to pretend.
Nice job, Tom.
Thank you.
And this one, Ron. Thank you. Thanks, Tom. Okay, so up next will be Ron Israel, and following Ron will be Bev Tappan. So go ahead, Ron, since you are unmuted.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can hear
Hear
you.
my guitar?
Can hear your guitar.
Great, okay. Just one second. Okay, here are two songs about the world. I write a lot of world songs, but these are two very different songs. This first one is about the global economy. I got the whole world working for me. Some as glad as they can be. Whole world working for me. Just a poor boy in the global economy. Katrina the dry cleaner does my clothes. Russian style. Pizza gets delivered, my God, with a Brazilian smile. Now my cab driver's Ethiopian, another's from Iraq. Says, relax, boy, enjoy the ride, it ain't a sneak attack. Got the whole world working for me, hoping for prosperity. Whole world working for me, just a poor boy in the global economy. I got people making cars for me, from Tokyo to Gay Paris, farmers picking coffee beans from Bali to Bogota. My sneakers are from Taiwan, shirts from Singapore, tax returns contracted to a firm in Bangalore. Got the whole world working for me, some of them illegally. Whole world working for me, a poor boy in the global economy. I got factories in barrios where lots of children always go, and they can't read or write, you know. That's not required if you sew, 'cause the balance sheet's not perfect, the ledger still ain't fair. Who's really making out, making underwear? Whole world working for me, some with no guarantee, some with no dignity. Are these markets really free? Whole world working for me, just a poor boy in the global economy.
Great song.
This is a different type of world song. It's called Wake Up the World. Listen to the mermaids singing down along the coast. All's well when sailors hear mermaids approach. Overhead the sun is shining, rising in the sky, painting a new day for your sleepy eye. Wake the world with melody, wake the world with song, wake the world with harmony. She's been sleeping far too long, wake up the world. Understand this life we lead has a troubled side. Sometimes we see things we can't abide, and so it goes from year to year till someone sings a song that goes, hey now people, it's time to get along. Wake the world with melody, wake the world with song, wake the world with harmony. She's been sleeping far too long, wake up the world. Sometimes we get tired and we don't know what to do, and we need a hallelujah chorus or two. So it's good there are musicians to show us what life means, to play a high note and build our dreams. Wake the world with melody, wake the world with song, wake the world with harmony. She's been sleeping far too long, wake up the world. She's been sleeping far too long, wake up the world. Thank you.
Nice one, Ron. Good song. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Ron. Okay, up next is Bev Tappan, and following her will be Jane Fallon. So let's see. Go ahead, Mom, you are unmuted.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Well, this one was actually written last year, but it seems even more appropriate this year, so I'll repeat it. I borrowed the tune. It's called A Christmas Lament. When it's raining in December, we know climate change is here, and we hardly can remember when the snow brought Christmas cheer. Then the sleigh bells all were jingling as we coasted over the snow, and our voices all were mingling in the carols we still know. Now, alas, the gray rain's falling on the streets so wet and bare, It is really quite appalling that there's not a snowflake there, and the lakes are all unfrozen. We've forgotten how to ski. Oh, we never should have chosen to enact this tragedy. That's that one. And the next one is a poem that was brought to mind by Joanna's and some of the other who were remembering folks that are no longer with us. And it's called Wintry Thoughts. I wish that once more we could walk across a wintry parking lot and I could feel your ungloved hand. We reveled in a northern land, planted our skis on snow-packed trails, and snowshoed over the hills and dales. I wish we could be comrades again. When pines with snowy mounds are bent, and ice shards crackle underfoot, and overhead a raven croaks, then I imagine I can see your ski tracks up ahead of me. And that's it. That's all, folks.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Good song, or sad song, but a good song and a nice poem.
Who says?
Yes. So up next is Jane Fallon, and following Jane will be Angela Masciale. So go ahead, Jane.
All right, you got me? All right.
You're up there.
All right, I'm up here. All right, cool. There's a couple of brand new ones. We're going to have another meteor shower tomorrow morning. Forget the name of it, the Quatronaut or something. In the mid of December, they had a Geminid meteor shower, and local songwriter group I'm with said write a song about meteors, so I wrote one there, and so I have never played it out. So I write my meteor shower song for the next one that's coming up tomorrow morning. Meteor showers that symbolic and metaphorical of all sorts of philosophical things about love and things, and I borrowed a lot of stuff in here. Shoot for the moon, they said, and you might land among the stars. In the majesty of the moment grew a love that became ours. I think the gods were listening when they sent that shooting star that drenched the sky in beauty, made us what we are, like a meteor shower, bursting through the night sky, just a cosmic power that listens to my soul, tells me take control, let my feelings fly, like a meteor shower. Seems like everywhere I look there is anger, hate, and wars. But through the lens of darkness is how we see the stars. They are always twinkling in a swirl of unity. And from that night's blue blanket you fell down to me, like a meteor shower, bursting through the night sky, just a cosmic power that listens to my soul, tells me take control, let my feelings fly, like a meteor shower. Love is like a star transcending time and space, warm with infinity and grace, like a meteor shower bursting through the night sky, just a cosmic power that listens to my soul, tells me take control, let my feelings fly. Like a meteor shower. So I guess if you get up before dawn tomorrow, you might see, I'm not sure what the views are like up north, but it's supposed to be one coming tomorrow morning. So the next one is new. Some of you might probably remember the song I wrote about a tragedy 100 years ago in Florida called the Rosewood Massacre. It won the Will McLean Festival contest about 7 years ago now. Moved to Florida, and of course they found me and they want me to help out with this 100th anniversary festival. Not festival, commemorations all over the state by different organizations. And I heard a lot of songs. We got 50 of them gathered to put together to do commemorations throughout the year coming up, starting in the 100th anniversary of right now, 1st to the 7th is when this occurred 100 years ago in 1923. And so I thought all of them mostly are very straightforward, like this is what happened. This is the story of Rosewood. And I thought you could always look at songwriting at the same topic, look at it from a different angle. So this side, I talked to a woman who was the granddaughter of the school teacher there. And I guess that's a whole different story that she says has never totally been told. But I thought, let's tell the story, do another one. And instead of the story I told, the last story I told was through the eyes of the woman who told the lie. That caused the whole thing to happen. This is through the lens of a child who suddenly has their whole life disrupted. They destroyed the town, everything got razed, nothing was left, kids and families scattered, got put on a train often to head out to different parts of the country. And probably many of those kids never went to school again. That was it for them. And of course that shaped their lives for the rest of their time here on earth. So I wrote this one called Mama Can I Go to School Today? Oh, Mama, can I go to school today? I really miss my teacher, and I want to play with my friends. Learn to read and write and be an educated man. Oh, Mama, can I go to school today? Oh, Johnny, you can't go to school in Rosewood anymore. Grab your shoes and your coat. We're heading for the door. The school has been burned down, and we're leaving town. His little lip trembled, a tear fell from his eye. Why can't I go to school? Mama, tell me why. Maxine promised me that she and I would play with the marbles she would get on Christmas Day. And Charles and Wilson said that we'd play ball and I could be right field. That isn't all. My teacher said I learned my mathematics good and I could lead the class, make sure they understood. Oh, Mama, can I go to school today? Oh, Johnny, you can't go to school in Rosewood anymore. Grab your shoes and your coat. We're heading out the door. The school has been burnt down, and we're leaving town. But Mama, Goldie and Ruth Ann are gonna cry, and JC and Bernie gonna wonder why when lunchtime comes around I won't be there to see the food we brought for everyone to share. And we're just starting history, and that's my favorite thing. And there are some new songs we're gonna learn to sing. Sarah, she's the best. She sings so sweet and high, so much like an angel, makes me wanna cry. Oh, Mama, can I go to school today? I really miss my teacher, and I want to play with my friends, learn to read and write, and be an educated man. Oh, Mama, can I go to school today? He heard the screams, he saw the fires, and they ran like the wind. He felt the rumble of the wheels as the train pulled away, and Johnny never went to school again. No, Johnny, you can't go to school in Rosewood anymore. There's a neat thing I forgot to tell you from the woman, Lizzie Jenkins, who's a third generation Rosewood survivor. Her grandmother was a survivor. She heard about this first when she was like 8 years old. She has a list of the school kids, and all those names are real. They're all kids who went to the school at that time. So that was kind of cool to put those in there. And I'll be singing this song and my Before the Fire song at the commemoration next Saturday up in Gainesville as they do commemoration. There's a lot of them going on. It's interesting to find out here in Florida, it's like 3 or 4 different organizations that kind of all do this to each other, all trying to take top notch, but they're all keeping it alive and trying to keep the story going. And so I had not played that out yet, so I'm trying to get comfortable with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jane. Great songs. Okay, so let me see. So up next, we're going to welcome back Angela Masciale and Dan Zampino, who have not been here for a while. And they will, since they're both in the same place, they will both go one after each other in whichever order they like. And following them will be Kenny Selcer. So Angela, Dan, you can unmute yourself and go ahead.
Well, I'm just remembering the many New Years that we spent at Ellen Schmidt's house on New Year's Day. They were really wonderful memories. I was really hoping we'd see her tonight, but we won't make it next week, but hopefully we'll be able to connect with her somehow. So she's in our hearts for many, many years. So Happy New Year, everybody. So the first song I want to do is a Joni Mitchell song. It's called I Had a King. It was one of my favorite songs growing up. I think I wore the album out. But my cousin gave me a bootleg album or bootleg tape of Joni in a small club in Greenwich Village, and I said I have to learn this song. So I've been spending a lot of time learning it, and I think now I really finally think I have it. We'll see. So. I had a king in a tenement castle. Lately he's taken to painting the pastel walls brown. He's taken the curtains down, swept with the broom of contempt, and the rooms have an empty ring. He's clean with the tears of an actor who fears for the laughter sting. I can't go back there anymore. You know my keys won't fit the door. You know my thoughts don't fit the man. They never can. They never can. I had a king dressed in drip dry and paisley. Lately's taken to saying I'm crazy and blind. He lives in another time. Ladies in ginghams still dressed while he sings them of wars and wine. And I in my leather and lace, I can never become that kind. I can't go back there anymore. You know my keys won't fit the door. You know my thoughts don't fit the man. They never can. They never can. I had a king in a salt-rusted carriage, carried me off to his country for marriage too soon. Beware of the power of moons. There's no one to blame, no, there's no one to name as the traitor here. The king's on the road and the queen's in the groove till the end of the year. I can't go back there anymore. You know my keys won't fit the door. You know my thoughts don't fit the man. They never can. They never can. They never can. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to switch guitars here. So this is an original. This is 2023, and my hope is that things get better and better this year, and that we have less and less worries. This is called Worry Free. Beach rocking chair, sitting here we stare. In this moment we are worry-free. Glistening sparkles upon the sea. Bundled together our lives. Sky vibrant, brunette this, we are alive. In this moment, we are worry-free. Glistening sparkles upon the sea. We call upon you, Mother Dawn, to lift our spirits with radiance born, magenta hands easing us to well. Mother Dawn, our lights merging a swell. Wind gentle cradling stay, their faces soak up ray. In this moment we are worry-free. Glistening sparkles upon the sea, expanding seagull flight, minds drifting sometimes in fright, but in this moment we are worry-free. Glistening sparkles upon the sea. We call upon you, Mother Dawn, to lift our spirits with radiance born, magenta hands easing us to well. Mother Dawn, our lights merging swell. For now, the darkness is at bay, the ocean in stillness today. In this moment, we are worry-free. Glistening sparkles upon the sea. Upon horizon, hope leaves a trail. Our hearts pray for sunshine to prevail. In this moment, we are worry-free. Glistening sparkles upon the sea. In this moment, we are worry-free. Glistening sparkles upon the sea. Thank you.
Beautiful, Angela.
Oops. Thank you, darling. Okay, let me get over here. Okay, before I do these. All right. Now you can sit down.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Some subjects are very difficult to write about and share, but I had a dream, and I'm going to just basically, this poem is the dream, as stated. I call this a dream so vivid. Sometimes a dream is so vivid it seems inescapable. Well, with the gentle apprehension of morning, I'm reminded of the saying of an anonymous rabbi
thousands of years ago, foretelling that all life is unfathomable. A woman, a girl I hadn't thought of for 40 years, stalks my dreams and now my daylight, haunting in her friendly stare. In the dream, I shield her from harm, listen to whatever she is saying, flashing her blue eyes buried under thick framed glasses. She's the most intelligent girl in the class. Endearing, with a gentle smile. But who is she? All life is unfathomable. Barely knew her when I did. Fragile presence she bears, and I'm protective. The wordlessness ensconced in her plain prettiness that leaves me unprepared for the invasive thought. She had killed herself 40 years ago. Stalking my wakefulness with her genial glare. Unforgivable. She truly hated herself. Why this nighttime visit? A sacrilege? Do I control who enters my dreams? All life is unfathomable. I barely knew her, but where was I when she lay dying, demanding of me my solace? Or was her showing up in my dream purely happenstance? I hadn't thought of her for 40 years. Her father proclaimed someday she'd be president or a great concert pianist. But didn't he assault her elder sister physically in her presence? She hated her father for the way he was praised. She was praised. Her survival was her stain. Still, the piano keys purred when she played. But she never made it to the Boston Symphony, did she? She lived in her homely gait until the day she spruced up, when she mushroomed into a spring flower miming a debutante. She was a caterpillar sprouting butterfly wings. Her suitor, tall and handsome, suit, tie, and overcoat endowed her with romanticism. She never looked so alive. But isn't this what dreams are made of? Desperate in her belief that life was wonderful, yet, when the garment of love was removed, her gallant lover had to face the cauldron of her ire. A maimed butterfly, she hated her father and his great expectations. She hated herself for hating her father. Fate, that unpalatable goddess, foretold her life would end badly. The stinging verse of her ire, seized from her father's violence, made her unbearable. Her lover's kindness, rewarded with fury, destined his removal. The terror of her aloneness had turned bottomless. Uncanny that she would seep like floating driftwood into my night, as I was forced to ask, who was she? A Madam President? A concert pianist? A jilted lover? Life is unfathomable. Was it the gentleness of her smile that seduced me, or the scream of her suicide?
Wow, that's a very well.
Thank you. And I will write one more. I will read one more. I wrote this. This is a poem I'm thinking about the people we've lost and the new year and the new hope. But it's also about the mystery of life, and I suppose it's a variation of what I just read. It's called Time Must Have a Stop, or Where Will We Go Where Will I Go When I Die? Where do they go when they die? Why are they here at all? Why are we here? Visible life ensnared by the false prophecies of destiny or chance, entrapped in the invisible, then the out of nothing. We came from nothing. Yet is God nothing? All there is nothing? Deep, dark nothing? Through the doors of perception you will become nothing, which is infinite, without fetters, bounds, or limits. In the great dark, the clear light of the void will liberate you from nothing to nothing. But you who are nothing will become everything. But who am I? Am I nothing but a butterfly dreaming I am a man, dreaming I am a butterfly? Or am I spinning like a top on the axis of a cliff? Where are the people who used to mean more to me than anything? The people of my memory remembers when I was young. The people I exhume who are still here, but I know they are gone. I will never sit across from them and listen to them speak. My own father, he is gone, but his voice I still hear. Then there are people famous before I was born who decorate, even clutter my dreams. But who are they? Do I imagine them as memory tells me? As memory tells me they are old and they are young? I am at the crossroads, greeting the devil of flame, though fame, I am told, is not what it pretends to be. So I remember JFK, Billie Holiday, John Lennon. People I never met, but memory tells me I know them. Time freezes who they are. But who am I? Am I spinning like a top on the axis of a cliff? Where will I go when I die? Time must have a stop. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. And Angela, thank you both.
Thank you.
Hope you can come back.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you. Okay, up next is going to be Kenny Selcer.
That's me.
Kenny, that is you.
Well, I'm going to
Just go
continue
ahead.
the mellow theme. Very mellow tonight. Here's a song that I wrote last year about memories and mistakes, regrets. Regrets can be very positive, but so it's called Like a Sun Shower. All the people I once knew, I'd like to know, where are you? I'm all alone in my memories. I think of you, I don't know why. I can't go back, won't even try. I'm all alone in my memories. Today is here and you are gone, like a sun shower, like a sun shower. Days are short, yet getting longer. Wind blows cold, but the sun grows stronger. I'm seeing back in my memories. We felt good and we felt bad. I did not know what we had. I'm looking back in my memories. Today is here and you are gone, like a sunflower, like a sunflower. Moving on is so hard to do, you know it's true. Time clamps down on you. Looking back likely changes things, you know it's true. You aren't you anymore, anymore. Of all the people I once knew, you were the one I listened to when I was lost in my reveries. I look back and you look forward. Had a hard time going toward letting go of my reveries. Today is here and you are gone, like a sunflower, like a sun shower. loved me and I loved you. I could not see what you knew. I was all alone in my memories. It was hard and I didn't try. Like the wind you flew by, I was all alone in my memories. Today is here and you are gone, like a sun shower, like a sun shower, like a sun shower, like a sun shower.
Beautiful.
Yeah. On January 14th, I'm part of a showcase at the North Reading Coffee House, Art Grossman, and 4 other performers. 25-minute sets. Okay, here's a song called Morning Light. I actually wrote this in 2021, but it's kind of a love song. I see the sun showing through the window. I see the wind blowing through the trees. I want to see you first thing in the morning light. Eyes so bright, morning light. It's all so bright. Summer's over, winter's approaching, like a bully who won't give up. Every year the same thing happens early night. Feeling tight, nothing's right. Need the light. Surprise, let's see what's in store. Disguise, it's hard to see what it's all for without your love. Without your love. Morning light. Morning light. Can't shake the feeling that it's over. I wanna live life like it's all beginning. I wanna see you standing in the morning light. No more night. Eyes so bright, you're in my sight. Surprise, let's see what's in store. Disguise, it's hard to see what it's all for without your love. Without your love. Time is moving way too fast for me to make anything last. I wanna feel my words and not mistaken. Going down this road so long, I had to put it into song. I wanna know my words are not misspoken. Morning light. Morning light. I feel the sun beating down on my skin. I feel the wind blowing through my hair. I wanna see you first thing in the morning light. Eyes so bright, morning light. Need the light, morning light. It's all so bright, morning light.
Yeah.
It's been Kenny.
Morning lights.
Great songs.
Thank
Thank you.